push him off. He's calling for it. This is it. This is it. Your career's on the line here. Do it. Do it. His place will erupt when he picks him up. He's got him up. Oh, hell yeah. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. We've got a new heavyweight champion. Climb the ladder, kid. Make yourself famous. I just had an out-of-body experience. What did we just see? What did we just see? He got him a power slam. He got him a power slam. He got it. Simmons got it. Simmons has won the match. Simmons is a champion.
I've always maintained that reality is for people who can't face drugs.
Shit is about to get real.
You'll get to see your knee. Shit.
Look at the stare of the champion against the challenger.
What?
And now, Straight Talk Society presents Wrestling with Reality.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
It's going to be the biggest battleground in the history of our sport. The biggest match in pro wrestling history.
The two biggest superstars in our sport in the biggest event the sport has ever seen. The biggest match in the history of our sport.
A little scalded dog here. Enough is enough. That's enough. No! Oh, God, that's enough! Stop it! Fail! Listen, it's tougher than a $2 steak. Who is your daddy? Who's your daddy, Undertaker? Slam! Toe slam! Who's your daddy, Undertaker? Lucifer's lips on the biggest house in the WWE! Somebody's got this! Somebody's knocked the damn man! Enough's enough!
What?
The irresistible force meeting the immovable object. WWE Dynamite.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time. Let's rock.
I can't do it. We'll do it live.
So to escape from reality?
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
I am reality.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
No, it's live, Hal.
Let the slaughter begin! It is now time for
Wrestling with
Reality.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Junior, look at this.
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
number 1 to be the man, baby. You have to beat the man. Heavyweight champion of the world. The time is now. Reality has become the present, and the final lesson of the pain game has begun. Have you ever heard a joke like that in your life? You are gonna wrestle my ass for the world title. You will have to kill me to keep me from killing you. Woo!
The 90s have been referred to as the reckoning with truth. In the 80s, everything was clouded. Nobody ever told the truth. In the 90s, the way to go is flat out. Tell no lies. That's the way we're gonna do it. When you hear something from our lips, truth it may be, and as much as it may hurt, you can count on it being exactly the way that it is.
We want the gold, sucker! Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga!
Oh, what is up, Straight Talk Society? This is your host, Mr. C Plus himself, Bret Hart. Nah. I'm joined on the panel by Venkat, the Hitman.
All
Hart.
right, we're here.
Y'all, you can't hear me?
WWR.
Trevor, you on deck?
You can't hear me?
Okay, I guess he's not here. So we'll wait for Trevor to get on. We are live right now, and we are on the watch party for Bash in Berlin.
Wait a minute.
We're up now on the main event. This is Randy Orton, and he's making the way to the ring right now, versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight title. So we're going to see how this match goes down tonight. Will Gunther retain, or will Randy Orton make history and get one more World Heavyweight title under his belt? I'm Venkat. We're waiting for Mr. Straight Talk, the most,
you sit,
AKA
you
the heel minister.
You can't hear me?
So he'll be in shortly. Anybody can hear me? Mic check.
Okay, something's wrong with it.
Just want to make sure that we can be heard. Maybe there's some sort of technical issue.
Something's wrong with on his
so as we wait here. So we got Randy Orton. He's still making his way into the ring. And we're just awaiting now for Gunther's entrance here. The main event of Bash in Berlin 2024. We got MD20 on the
MD,
panel.
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you, Trev. I just came.
Hello?
Yeah, Venkat can't hear us. Something's wrong on his end.
I don't think this is working.
Yeah, I can MD. I can hear you. I think something's going on Venkat's end. That was happening last time too.
Yeah. I haven't been able to watch it yet, but I've been out and about.
Can anybody hear me?
No, we could hear you, Venkat. You can't hear us. Yeah, this is the second time they did this. Like his audio's not connecting.
Yeah, he gonna have to drop out and come back in.
Yeah, well, yeah. To me, what I'm starting to Venkat, can you hear us now? Yeah,
can anybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Hold on, let me let him know.
Hello?
Hold on. Hey, we do apologize for the technical difficulties.
I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Now you can hear. Okay.
Did you hear me at all?
I heard you the whole time. You couldn't hear us. We were telling you that you couldn't hear us. You couldn't hear us.
I couldn't.
Yeah, it's an echo too.
I think I know why that is. Hold on, I got to find my phone. Yeah, because I was trying to see if I could be heard on YouTube, and so that's how I knew it wasn't my mic. We do apologize for that technical difficulty. It's all good. Shout out to the Twitter audience watching us. Shout out to those of you watching on YouTube right now. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe button as we get to this main event between the Ring General Gunther and Red Trunks Randy. See, I thought Gunther would have had a more spectacular entrance than this.
Yeah, it would have made sense, but
yeah, I would have had him I would have had him come out on a tank or something, or at least a podium at the very least.
No pyro, no nothing.
Yeah. This is underwhelming. And they can't use the
thing. Underwhelming.
They can't use the thing saying that this is because he's a heel, because at the press conference yesterday, everybody was absolutely cheering for him more than Randy. So they should have just rolled with it. You know, he's in his home. Well, he's not in his hometown because he's not from Germany, but he's the by proxy hometown boy. You should have just rolled with it and let him. Yeah, this entrance is like dry. Yeah, very dry. You know, y'all might hear somebody in the background. You know, one of my cousins over here watching it with me. So this very wow, very, very, very underwhelming entrance. Wow, I thought we was gonna get the pyro and the podium. Man, it's
Do
kind
do you,
of
do you still have the YouTube on trail? Because I still hear the echo.
no. I don't have anything on now.
Oh well, yeah, I still hear the echo. I don't know why.
I don't hear any echo, but I was on mute just now. I don't.
Yeah, I don't.
Try going out and coming back in, MD.
Yeah, I don't hear no echo.
Okay, all right, yeah. I don't know what the hell's going on. Like StreamYard, man. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh
I
man,
don't know what.
they've been acting a fool, man. Yeah, StreamYard been acting up big time, big time. So I don't know what's going on. So MD, you haven't seen you said you've been out, right?
Yeah, I have to catch the replay.
Or tell the truth, you've been watching Georgia Clemson. That's what you've been watching.
No, I ain't even watched none of that. I've been watching the score, but I ain't even seen none of that.
Yeah, Georgia taking care of them easily. Last time I checked. So
oh Lord, what the hell he doing in here? Did he beat him? He beat him up the other day, didn't it? Why would he be there?
They beat up the other guy. Yeah, I'm very disappointed he didn't get a special entrance, man. I don't know why I'm letting that bother me so much, but I am. I just felt like for this to be his show, that's like they literally built this show around him. So I don't know why they just had him walk out. I mean, WrestleMania, he had the podium entrance. They should have just gave him. I don't know. Now I'm not gonna harp on it too much longer. I think he should have just got a more grander entrance than this.
What's wrong with this guy's chest? I mean, it's the second time he comes in with some beat up meat on his chest.
Hey man, it's real. What you think? It's real to him. Damn it.
Did he have a match yesterday or something?
He fought Ilya Dragunov last night.
Why would he fight that guy and then come into this situation? That makes no sense.
Because they still run house shows. Well, it wasn't a house show. It was like a special. It was like a special event. They're testing the waters because Dragunov is most likely going to be his next competitor.
They were saying that he had a dark match.
Yeah, that's what it. Yeah, he had a dark match after SmackDown went off the air. You know, Dragunov don't pull no punches. So Dragunov probably beat the hell out of him because I think I saw on Twitter somebody put the video of the match on there. I didn't watch it, but I saw somebody put the video of the match on there. And those two, when they go at it, they beat the hell out of each other.
That's a waste. That's a complete waste. So you're telling me you got a PLE coming up the next day. Let's go ahead and get this guy an excruciating match going into a PLE where you're supposed to have your best performances. That's just backwards.
Now this Germany crowd sucks to me. This crowd is trying to be France. Nothing that they're doing is really.
I think everybody's trying to be France.
Nothing that they're doing is like because they were given like the women's tag matches. This is awesome. That match wasn't. This is awesome. I think they're just trying to be France to me. That's what this comes off as.
I ain't gonna lie, France had an amazing crowd.
Yeah, France was epic. It was.
Yeah. France was just going like the whole evening.
Yeah, this is. And what's it with Red Trunks Randy? I mean the heel turn coming.
Red Trunks, come on, man.
When the last time you seen Randy Orton in red trunks? I think you know what? I think when he beat that murderer Chris Benoit, he had on red trunks. I think that's the last time he had on red trunks is when he beat that guy. So maybe I don't know. Oh, you didn't like the Chris Benoit comment?
I didn't like it, but I would say that was a low blow. Like,
oh boy.
So, what do you think so far about the event?
So I got a hot take about these because they aren't doing pay-per-views anymore. These are because technically these aren't pay-per-views. You subscribe to Peacock, you get it. To me, these are they build them as PLEs, they're being billed to me as like glorified SmackDowns or Raws. So the way I see these are what a hot Raw and a hot SmackDown should be every week. That's what these shows are to me. Like where you just get like really good matches, but Raw and SmackDown is going to throw in your angle progressions. But that's how these shows come off to me. They're quick. Well, we're in the second hour here.
Yeah.
So we're in the second hour. That's how they should be. I love to see. I mean, hell, we could go over it now, but I love the CM Punk and Drew match. I saw somebody say,
wait a minute, hold on. The word "love" is a strong word. That match was not anything to write home about.
I'm not. Listen, me and you watch wrestling different. We've established that, and you still haven't answered my questions. MD.
What question?
I asked you a question on last show, and you still didn't answer me. What is your all-time favorite angle?
Oh, my favorite angle. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, off the top,
it got to be one. I mean, it's got to be one.
The Horseman turning on Sting. That would probably be my favorite.
All right, there's a reason why I asked you that because I got to go in the time machine, but I'll deal with it. What is that? Any one of those. And this Waymaker, all one word. Wait. Not one, yeah. And it's just Waymaker, all one word. But yeah, no, the CM Punk. So my problem with the CM Punk Drew match, I'll take back love. I really liked it, but they need to make that strap half the size. Because like I was telling my cousin, you literally could stand in the middle. So if I have Drew in the middle of the ring, I literally could touch every post.
Exactly.
I don't like. I never like that. They need to. I know why they do it. They do it so they could do the out of ring spots and the hanging them over the rope. Blah 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 blah. I know that, but that's not fun. And I don't like the fact that the cuff on the strap is not like a belt buckle cuff. It's
right. They just put it through the hole.
Yeah, you just put your hand in there and you got to hold it.
And speaking of which, that referee is horrible. Drew McIntyre had to tell him, put the damn strap on his hand. And then he told him multiple times, and then Drew ended up putting it on CM Punk's hands. Oh, my God. Then Drew McIntyre had to tell the referee, ring the bell. Like, Drew was a better referee than the referee. Oh, my God.
See, this is why I don't like these crowds. You see what they're doing? They're doing the way.
Yeah.
It's like these crowds, they try to get themselves over. They're fun. They're fun when they enhance the match. But what they're doing now is taking away from it because now I'm looking at them doing the wave.
Right. Now, you could do that in like match number 2, but in the main event for the world title, you don't do stuff like that.
Yeah, that's why I tell you I'm not a fan of I don't like wrestling fans.
They're corny as hell, man.
Yeah, they try to get themselves over too much.
Yeah, that whole whoa, I hate that nonsense. AEW do that all the time. They whoa.
Yeah, and what's weird here too? It's weird that Randy don't encourage it, Randy. Please don't encourage it. And you know what's funny? The last time the wave was done was after WrestleMania 13. Was not WrestleMania 13. Sorry, WrestleMania 29, and it was the Raw after Mania, and it happened during a Randy Orton match, to where he got so pissed off about it that he had to go outside of the ring and do something. So the fact that they're doing it again during a Randy Orton match, I just don't like it, man. That's why I like when the lights are dim on the crowd. I'm still a fan of that, where you don't show the crowd too much.
Well, that's NWA in the 80s.
Yeah, you turn the lights down on the crowd, because if you let the crowd know that they're on TV, they're gonna just take over the match.
I think that's why they took the crowd off the video. You know how on the Titantron?
Oh yeah.
Because they just keep looking at the Titantron. If they see themselves,
then they want to do something to try to get themselves over. Yeah, I don't I don't like that.
So what's your feeling now early in this match here?
Gunther's going to win. I mean, obviously that. I'm not. No way do I believe Randy Orton is gonna win this match. Now, on the flip side, I wouldn't have been upset if KO would have beat Cody.
But see, that's horrible right there.
Because they went in talking about the leg, which I thought the leg is what was going to come into play.
That was horrible too.
See, I didn't. Yeah, see, again, we watch wrestling different. I didn't think that match was terrible. I would have changed one thing about that match.
Okay, go ahead.
I said that I forget what show it was, but we were talking about what's next for Cody. I said KO should turn on him. And so they kind of did it. They did it half-assed. They didn't do it all the way. KO should have turned on him, so they went into this show with a defined heel and a defined babyface. When you got two babyfaces and the crowd is doing the let's go Cody, let's go KO, you're splitting the audience. I'm never a fan of that one, but they should have went in. That's how I would have changed that. So you had a defined heel, so it made KO shouldn't have a change of heart to not do the apron power bomb. He shouldn't do that. That doesn't make sense. You're trying to win the biggest title in the company, which the world title is the biggest title in the company, but you're trying to win the biggest title in the company on paper, and you have a change of heart to do an apron powerbomb that you've been doing for years since you've been here. The psychology of that match I don't like. So I'd say that. But as far as just if I had just went in and just watched them go move for move, I thought it was real fun. I just didn't like the psychology of it because. And then the fact that Cody didn't kick him in the nuts, KO didn't kick him in the nuts at the end. They're going to wait till SmackDown to do it. Like, I don't need to see KO get a rematch because he lost definitively. Now, had he turned on him in the match or before the match, it would have been reason for a rematch.
Yeah, I agree with that. I have a huge problem with the visual of Cody holding the leg, and then he's behind Cody. Like, should I hit him in the leg? Should I hit him? That's dumb.
Yeah,
you
fighting for the world title. Like,
that is so stupid, and nobody would blame you otherwise for it. That is, to me, that's not a heel thing at all. To me, that's the game of professional wrestling. You work. Look at all these guys that have been getting praise for working body parts. Arn Anderson, Ole Anderson, Rick Rude, friggin' Bobby Eaton. They all isolate areas of the body. They work it over. Ric Flair, and that's great strategy. So I don't understand how all of a sudden this is a bad thing. And who cares if it's a bad thing? Again, you're going for the world title. You're not hitting them with a steel chair. You're just working a part of the body in a match that you're supposed to do that with. That was just completely crazy.
He had the out. On Friday, he said, whatever happens to you is on you.
Yes.
He had the out. He said, hey, I noticed when you came out on the ramp, you didn't get down to one knee like you've been doing. The commentators even set it up. Hey, Cody came out. Did you notice he didn't get down on one knee? So you had the out. Like you've been saying, do it. That's why I said I don't need Cody to have this long run. I don't need to see that. I've been a Cody Rhodes fan forever, so I'm glad he won the title. I don't need to see him have. I wanted Solo to beat him at SummerSlam because I just thought it would have progressed things.
The problem here is that match came out of nowhere. Nobody asked for that match.
Exactly.
So now we're like doing damage control. Let's make something of a story out of it. So we just put this imaginary injury on Cody's knee. Cody went up on a turnbuckle, and all of a sudden, my knee. That was like so cringy to watch that. They're doing bad things. Again, Roman Reigns should still be champion. He should be out there on the beach as a champion, and we shouldn't even be thinking about the WWE title because I hate to see Cody go out like this. And it's like, you are WWE. All the best people are supposed to be here. So you should have endless contenders. And the fact that they went to Kevin Owens means that they don't have people that they could match up against. And that's not a good look. So you say, oh my God, why is he fighting AJ Styles? Like, that seems like out of nowhere. But at least AJ can give you a good match. Kevin Owens, I don't
you on your own crapping on KO. All I'm saying, I don't mind KO being the opponent. I'm saying KO should have came in. KO should have turned on him, and he had the automatic excuse. Hey, every time I come in to save you, the bloodline is beating the crap out of me. I'm tired of saving you. I'm on my own. There you go. And that's as a man.
That's realistic. That's realistic.
Exactly. That's grounds for turning on you. And here's the thing that killed me, because everybody say I don't criticize Cody Rhodes. I'm gonna tell you, last night on SmackDown, when KO told him whatever happens to you is your fault, Cody got in the man's face like he somehow was saying something wrong. I'm like, bro, you're the one that went to bat for him to get the match. So now you can't turn around and be upset when he's telling you that he's basically going to cheat to beat you.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I was like, boy, this really making Cody look like an idiot. But as far as KO not being the one, like, hey, again, we watch wrestling different because I love Kevin Owens. I think Kevin Owens is awesome, but I don't need to see him be a good guy. There's certain people I don't need to see be good guys. I just don't. KO is better when he's a grimy heel fighting for himself. He's the prize fighter. That's his moniker ever since he been in there. I'm the prize fighter. And that would have been perfect. But again, I don't need Cody's been champion since Mania. I don't need to see Cody be champion till next Mania. I don't need to see it. All I wanted to see, because he got robbed out of the Money in the Bank when they gave it to Damian Sandow, and that was Cody's perfect moment. They robbed him of it. All I needed to see him be champion. You went to another company, undeniable to undesirable, however it is. You came back. You did what you wanted to do. Fine. You could be in other things. You can get into something with Randy Orton later, whatever. You and The Rock, whatever. I don't need to see a man hold a belt for 4 years again. I don't need to see it.
So, it's unfortunate with Cody what's going on right now. And I don't like seeing it. I'm just telling you, it's just bad. So right now, Cody Rhodes, with him being champion, it's super problematic. And it's why Roman should still be champion. When you look at SmackDown, I remember I would get up every morning, go to YouTube, go to SmackDown, and there was some kind of damn near viral moment. Either Roman is talking or somebody around Roman and the Bloodline is talking. When The Rock would come out and he would do his insult tour, where he would take a specific city that they're in and give out those facts that are not flattering about being drug users and abusers and blah, blah, blah. That was like must-see TV. And that was great when The Rock did that. When Roman came out and he did his own grievances, and especially when Sami Zayn was on the Bloodline, viral moment after viral moment. Now I get up and I go to SmackDown, and it's like some of the tamest, lamest segments, either featuring Cody Rhodes or this new Bloodline. And it's not as compelling as what we were getting before. And the whole vibe is just different. And it's going to catch up with them. And I hate to see that, because, again, you can say I'm a hater or whatever. That's comfort food. But the reality of it is, you got to watch something, and I don't care if the company that I feel has misused a lot of capital in wrestling, I don't care if they're the ones making the big moments and the big matches, as long as they're having that, so I can have something to watch. So I don't want to see this failure. But this is completely avoidable stuff that we shouldn't even be dealing with this right now. It's a shame.
Again, I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah, of course you wouldn't agree with it.
Yeah, but because you're literally saying, we've listened to you for an entire year.
Yes.
Crap on Roman Reigns and say how terrible his title run is.
Yes.
Now you want to put the belt back on him?
I don't want to put the belt back on him. It's not insane. I'm saying that choosing between the two options, having Cody as your champion and going through this nonsense, or just doing what you were doing anyway, it wouldn't have hurt anything to just let Roman continue to hold the belt, not be around for a few months. And that's what he was doing anyway. He was doing that, especially in 2023. He only had 3 defenses the whole year. So just do that, and then 2025 come, and then you could. That's when The Rock will be free, and you can have those moments that we need to have. We're just having Cody as a placeholder with that belt. I don't think that's a good look. Just let Roman just run with the title until the time comes when the players that we need to be in there to create the action and the atmosphere. Let that happen then. But we had to have Cody as a damn champion, and we're seeing the result. This is who opens the match. I don't care what world champion needs to be opening this pay-per-view at this particular time.
Yeah, I disagree with them starting the show with him. They should have been.
It should have been second to this.
They should have been in the co-main spot. I don't know why they did that. That was terrible.
And it gives that feeling like Cody is being undermined. That's why I said I feel bad for Cody.
I told you the best champion in wrestling is Gunther. God, look at Randy Orton's chest, man. Yeah, we totally not paying attention. Well, I'm watching. But my goodness, Randy's chest looks terrible. But yeah, I would have never put Cody in the opening match, especially that Cody has main evented every single show since he's been champion. I would have never put him in the opening match.
I probably would have put Cody
never
in the match before this one.
Yeah, that's where he should have been, in the co-main. But you know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for the Cody heel turn, because it's gonna come. There's gonna come a time where you're gonna get, because people are gonna get tired of the suits and everything. But the wrestling fans are fickle, though. That's how they are. They're gonna turn on them, and it's gonna be great when you look at that. In order to make Roman Reigns the babyface Vince McMahon always wanted him to be, Vince has always tried to get him to be this big babyface, and it took him losing the title. It took him going away. It took him getting beat up by his family. And now all of a sudden, I mean, he's always been the biggest thing in wrestling, but now all of a sudden he's the biggest babyface in wrestling. He's a needle mover. You can't. You want to discredit it. You can't discredit when Roman Reigns is on the TV is must see. But it's just crazy for a year since we've been doing this show. We started doing this show WrestleMania of last 39. Year. WrestleMania 39 was the first one we officially did, and you crapped on Roman Reigns every week. Every week, and it's
all justified.
It's just insane that now all of a sudden you wanted him to hold the belt till 2025. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's the best move they could do.
That's crazy.
Let him pass Hogan.
But you know what you're not doing, though? You're not giving me any measurables to tell me that you're not looking at the ratings and say, oh man, Cody is champion, his ratings are falling off the map, because that's not what's happening. So you're literally just saying.
Are you saying that the ratings are better than the Sami Zayn days with the Bloodline?
Some weeks they are, absolutely. And I look at ratings every week.
Yeah.
I look at ratings every week. I was going to say, all their ratings have gone up. And I'm not, listen, my cousin right here, and he just said that he don't like this bloodline. No, it wasn't him who said it. It was Zay who said it earlier. Oh, yeah, by the way, so you guys know, Zay and Bones did record their first studio show today. I'm just waiting for them to send me the thumbnail so I could post it. They did basically like a 25-minute MMA debate style show. I thought it was fantastic. So as soon as they get that, I'll probably put it up tomorrow. But they're going to start doing that every week. But Zay was telling me that he didn't like this new bloodline because he doesn't like Solo as the leader. I don't see, and now I don't know why people don't like Solo. Y'all used to love him, and that's what I'm saying. Wrestling fans are so fickle. Everybody used to love Solo. Everybody loves Solo, but now all of a sudden nobody loves Solo.
I would say this: Solo, he's good, but I think he was like the 2015 Roman. He wasn't that good on the mic.
Well, yeah, he's talking a whole hell of a lot more.
Yeah,
so he's more
so, like,
chatty than anything now.
I'll say that's my only thing with Solo. But as far as him wrestling, he's a good like competitor.
Yeah, Solo was. And
I would say he just need to work on his mic skills, honestly.
And what was funny is that everybody was saying he was the next in line to be tribal chief. Now you make him tribal chief. Nobody likes him now. The only problem I have with the Bloodline, the biggest problem, I don't like the fact that they Tonga Loa sucks, but I don't like the fact that they got Jacob Fatu being subservient to Solo, like being the one.
But that makes sense.
No, but last night
Fatu is the new Solo, and he will do what Solo did to Roman.
Okay, yeah, if you look at it that way. What I didn't like last night, it was glaring to me. Jacob Fatu was basically worshiping the Ulafala, and he's getting ready to put it around Solo's neck, and Solo just held his hand up like to tell him to stop.
Yeah.
And then he gets it back and he's worshiping it again. I'm like, nah, man, you don't want to make Jacob Fatu look bad like that. But
fanboy Fatu.
But yeah, I didn't like that. But again, everybody
Randy kicked up.
Everybody watches wrestling different. And we apologize, man, but we're kind of just going over the card right now because there's no reason to do a whole show on this card. So that's why the main event, I hate when they don't match their talking. I don't like that. And Gunther's a ring general. He should know. Put your head in your arm or something. Don't let it be on camera that you're talking.
Yeah.
Don't be John Cena.
Oh boy, there was issues. Well, we're gonna have to get into that.
I was about to say, speaking of John Cena. Oh my good. Hey, listen, man. Y'all know Bianca Belair is my favorite freak, but I even said watching the match, I'm like, man, she is Dominic Mysterio on 10. Oh, don't drop him. Please don't drop him. RKO, there we go.
There it is.
So you guys are ahead. You guys are
close to the rope. Oh no, they had him just kick out. Okay, I thought he was going to be up under the rope.
He hit on both his legs.
Oh wow. But yeah, Bianca to me, man, it seems like she's going backwards as far as she's going backwards, and I hate to say it. There was a spot where like she's literally just standing there waiting and thinking and nothing moves fluid for her. I don't know what's going on.
One of those girls had Jade in a headlock, and Bianca's in a turnbuckle like a corner, and she literally put her arms out, calling her to come so that she could do the move that she was supposed to do because she was out of place. It was so glaring to see that.
She's so clunky. Well, I'm gonna criticize Jade too. They got Bianca in the headlock. Aladon has Bianca in the headlock on the other side of the ring with the back. Bianca's back is turned to Jade. Jade is reaching for a tag when her partner. You only do that reaching for the tag when your partner is close. You don't do it when your partner's way on the other side of the ring with her back turned to you, not making an attempt to make. They just seem so out of place, man. I don't know.
What do you feel like that they won the title? Do you think that's a good thing?
I was hoping for the turn. I was hoping for them to lose, and then Bianca just gets pissed off and knocks the hell out of her. That's what I was hoping was going to happen.
Yeah,
and I'm kind of pissed that it didn't happen. I really was hoping that it would have happened because I'm like, okay, we're getting the turn tonight. I'm glad I didn't bet my daughter. Normally I bet her and end up losing. No, we didn't bet.
Yes, we did.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did. Jade Cargill. I mean, if Bianca Belair turns on Jade Cargill, we will put $5, and if we're both wrong, we give it to Mama.
No, you made that part up. Yeah, you added that for real. But yeah, I was hoping for the because hey, listen, Aladon and Alba Fire, good wrestlers, whatever, but nobody cares about them. So they come out and the crowd is indifferent. And I feel like everybody was waiting for something big to happen and nothing big ever happened.
No.
So them being tag champions again means absolutely nothing to me because they're just going to sit pretty with the titles and not do anything. We need man, I hate to say it, but they need to either get some real teams established that's going to pose a real threat to them or get rid of the tag titles. Throw them in the just get rid of the tag titles because what there has never been a tag title feud that was worth it for those women titles and with the exception of when the Boston Hug connection had it, Bailey and that waste of money Mercedes.
I totally forgot about that.
That was the last time the tag titles were relevant. They need to put some heat behind the titles. I don't want them to end up being like AEW and have all these women's titles or have all these titles. What they need to do, get a secondary women's title that Chelsea Green could win and then get rid of the tag titles or put some steam behind the tag titles. That's what they got to do.
What about when Sasha Banks and Naomi ended?
That was okay, but yeah, that was okay. I give them some credit, but Naomi carried that team. The more I think about it, Sasha Banks stinks, man. Mercedes Moné. It's funny because somebody posted something on Twitter, and I said that she's the Bret Hart. She is to AEW what Bret Hart was at WCW, and I thought I was going to get crucified for it, but everybody was agreeing with me. You had the one guy that was like, oh, yeah, Bret Hart wasn't that bad. So I kind of get what he was saying, but I wasn't saying Bret Hart was bad. I'm just saying Bret Hart ruined WCW. Vince McMahon sent him. Vince McMahon sent him over there to WCW. Hey, my WCW would have still been in business if it wasn't for Bret. Speaking of Bret Hart on Wrestling with Reality, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, we will be doing our Bret Hart show, Bret Hart in WCW run. We've been wanting to do that for a while. So that show is coming up, not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday at 6:35 on Wrestling with Reality. But again, man, we got a real professional wrestling match going on. You ain't getting no flips or dives in this one.
Do you think something's gonna happen at the end of this match, or is just gonna go off regular?
You know, my hope is always that Brock Lesnar comes out to confront.
Oh boy.
That's that's always. Hey, I got what the MD say. I got Brock Lesnar booked in like 10 different feuds, man. I got him helping. I got him helping Roman Reigns in the Bloodline. I got him.
Oh my God.
I'm a Brock Lesnar fan, man. But
you can never trust Brock Lesnar. He always screws people over.
Well, no, I want him to come out and confront Gunther.
Okay. Oh yeah.
As much as I don't like Brock Lesnar in this situation,
that would be great, wouldn't it?
Yes,
that would be great. Can you imagine Brock Gunther's doing his pose in the ring and Randy Orton's taking the walk of shame, and then you hear you hear that riff.
If you hear that music, it's over.
Yeah, that's when you know like the crowd is going to be like, oh crap, and then that's your feud. That's your feud going into we got Bad Blood coming up. I
don't know why.
That could be your Survivor Series feud. That could be your Survivor Series feud. So this match was really fun too. To me, like I said, this to me seems like a glorified house show, which I'm not paying for this, so it's fine. But this mixed tag match was great to me. The only thing I didn't like about it,
the best match of the night is a mixed tag.
I wasn't gonna say it's the best match, but it's one of my favorites. You know what I didn't like about it though? I don't like the fact that Rhea could put hands on all those guys and they can't do anything back to her. I don't like that. She's big. She's bigger than most of them.
Yeah.
2 RKOs.
They should be able to at least push her or something. They got to sell for. Oh, Randy, you waited for that. Yeah, you waited for that. That was a hesitation RKO.
Fix that, Randy.
Man, Randy's sweating like hell.
Yeah, he's going through a lot.
Yeah, look at that sleeper hold. I wouldn't mind Gunther beating him with a sleeper hold. You bring real wrestling moves back to wrestling. Everything doesn't have to be a 850 splash off the top rope and
that's what Gordon Soley would say.
Man,
Swanton bomb.
yeah, do like Gordon Soley would say. Oh, he finished him with a suplex.
Yeah.
Everything you don't need to do all these crazy moves all the time, man. If you reestablish a headlock, then a headlock will mean, God, Gunther, you're doing too much talking. And has he always been like this, or am I just now?
Boy, Gunther's getting exposed today, man. Oh lordy.
Am I just now noticing this much, or what's going on?
Now that you mention it, I see him.
Yeah, why is he talking so much?
Yeah.
Randy Orton is a ring general. You don't need to talk. You don't need to talk.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not like he's wrestling Dominic.
Anything else?
Oh, heat magnet.
He's not no heat magnet.
Heat magnet. Dirty dumb. Oh my goodness. Chops. Back to the sleeper hole. Look at that. That's a professional wrestler for you. That's my type of wrestler.
If anything, Randy Orton should be calling shots.
Well, normally I know Steve Austin always says the heel, those some weak elbows, Gunther. Come on, man. You got to lay it.
It looks bad. This is the wrestler of the year for WWR. I mean, come on.
You got to lay it in, Gunther. Now, come on now.
I think what he was trying to do was break out the sleeper hole and hit an RKO off him.
Hey, listen, man. I brag on you more than any wrestler on the planet, man. You gotta lay it in.
Yeah.
What do you think about Randy being almost 300 pounds, man? Oh, back to the sleeper. Look at that. Back to the sleeper. That's what I'm saying. Back to the sleeper hole. He is establishing the sleeper as a real legit finishing hole.
Yeah.
Lay him in, Gunther. Come on, man. You got to lay it. Make him look better.
Yeah, wasn't MD was the one that was saying that he doesn't like the fact that he won it with the sleeper, but
yeah, MD didn't like the sleeper.
But it's a legitimate hole.
Exactly. It's a choke hole. It's a legit. I could win. Listen, if I was fighting somebody, I could win more fights putting somebody in a sleeper hole than hitting a 450 splash on him.
Randy lost. My God, he lost. It's over.
Definitive.
He got him, man.
And you look at that. You know, people are not going to like this finish, but a definitive.
Oh, I love it. I love this type of stuff. This is the way it should be.
He worked the sleeper hole the entire last quarter of the match and made him pass out.
Well, what did I talk about earlier about guys going to a certain body part and continuing to do it throughout the match, and then ultimately you win the match by going to that move?
He's selling the arm. He can't even lift the title with the arm. Look at that. That's a professional wrestler right there, and that leads to a Brock Lesnar return because Brock Lesnar has a Kimura lock.
Yeah.
So what I hate, they got to take the Velcro off the belt too. But what I. Yeah, all their belts got Velcro now. It made it because it's easier for them to put it on. That's what they say. But I love the fact that he passed them out. And Venkat, this is what I was saying on Wednesday. All they had to do is make Swerve pass out. You don't make Swerve tap out.
Tap out. Yeah, he was gleefully tapping out. I ain't never seen a guy tap that hard in my life.
Yeah, he was tapping like, man.
The pain was so immense that he could not take no more.
Zay said it best on the MMA Brothers show. They said that they don't like. They said when a wrestler taps out is like the worst thing to them because it's like they just quit. They had no more fight in them and they just gave up. Whereas Randy Orton just passed out. It was his way of saying, like, man, I'm not going to give up, but I can't get out of this. So I'd rather die in this hole than to give up to you. That's literally what he just said. That's what that means.
But Randy Orton looks like he was in some turmoil for real.
Exactly.
I mean, his face and the sweat that's on his face, everything looks like he was in a dire situation.
Hey, when they say that you're gonna have to kill me to get this belt off of me, That's what it means. You don't do like Swerve. You don't sit there and you tap out for a minute straight.
Swerve.
Look at this.
They doing Swerve dirty, man.
They just went through a war. You, Randy, you went through a war. Now go to SmackDown and turn on Cody.
I don't trust Gunther. He might do something.
Well, Gunther doesn't need to do anything now. He did. That's why I told you Gunther's title reign is the best reign in all of wrestling. Because who? Okay,
that was honorable. That was honorable. I get that was good.
Look at all the world champions right now. Who do you think who is like the most legitimate champion right now?
Well, in WWE, yeah, this guy.
No, he's the most legitimate champion. Period.
Oh, they might take one day.
You know what? Lesnar may come back when they go to Netflix. Because Lesnar he's still under contract. They got him sitting at home. Randy, I don't trust Randy.
Oh, yeah.
You don't trust Randy?
No, I'm saying because
the RKO or the RKO group at any time. Yeah, that's true. He does do it at like these opportune times.
Yeah, I love the fact that he beat him with a sleeper hold. Like Paul Heyman said it best. I could give Mark Henry a headlock, and I'd get that headlock over.
Yeah,
and that's what it is. I mean, I have zero problem with Gunther winning like that. He should win like that.
Yeah.
He's a professional wrestler, but that's my type of wrestling. I don't go crazy off of the Will Ospreay spamming every single finisher. And now look at this. Now Miz is talking about the headlock, putting the headlock over the sleeper hold. Look at that.
Yeah.
If your commentary doesn't make the whole seem serious and effective, why the hell would anybody else care about it? The commentary is there to put the holes over, and that's it. I got zero problem. Now, as far as this as a show on a whole, I just give this I'll give this just like a mid because it was a glorified house show. But as far as the main event, to me, I'm okay with this main event. I'm 100% okay with the main event. I don't like that there was no pomp and circumstance. That's my issue. And why is Randy Orton still in the ring? No, Randy's still at ringside. This is Hulk Hogan Ultimate Warrior all over again. All the spotlight should be on Gunther. It should be.
Well, I think this event was mediocre or below. It might be a 2.
Yeah, so they got Gunther. I guess Gunther gonna address the crowd. Yeah, that's why he's lingering around because he's gonna address the crowd when they go off the air. This is weird. They don't normally stick to this type of shot.
Nah,
because Randy Orton is up the entranceway. Who just jumped around? Who is? Oh, that's the ring. Somebody just jumped around.
Oh, Ludwig Kaiser.
Oh yeah, that's Ludwig Kaiser. Okay, so they're gonna address the Okay. So there, because I don't have the volume on, so I can't hear what's going on. Okay, so now Kathy Kelly's gonna hear. Okay, I'm gonna mute out real quick. I want to hear what
this is how all the pay-per-views should be.
Yeah, I want to hear what he's saying. I'm about to mute out. They should do this though. Tell me this doesn't say champion though. For real, come on, man. Yeah, I don't understand German, so hopefully I don't get no copyright for this.
My only thing is this. This will be the only time I'll be happy if Brock Lesnar music go off. Because any other time I hear Brock Lesnar music go off, I'm like, bro, come on, dog. He just won the championship.
Hey, Gunther's white, so he ain't gonna beat Brock Lesnar. If this was a black champion standing in the ring, he better run.
That's true. That's very true.
Big E won it. He came out.
Hey, Kofi. Hey, when them black boys see Brock Lesnar, when they hear that, they're like, oh God, they about to take the title off of me, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah, listen, again, look what they just did. They had a post-match interview, which UFC does that, and they're starting to be more, the same people that own UFC own WWE, so they're trying to do more sports-like feels.
That's better.
Why not get in there and interview your champion? I used to love when Ric Flair, what was that after Ric Flair beat Steamboat? Who was that? No, they came in and interviewed him, and then that's when Terry Funk came and laid a boom on his ass. That was fun. That was fun. You do that. Oh, what's Michael Cole's? What's going on here? Oh, I was wondering why they're going back there. Yeah, I don't. Wait, what's going on? Okay, he's just gonna sign off. Yeah, but you don't. Everything doesn't have to end in a high spot, man. And that's what. Listen to all y'all listening. You guys watching. There's more you watching on Twitter than anything. But to all you guys, you want a lesson in professional wrestling, you come on over here to YouTube. You subscribe to the channel and you listen to Wrestling with Reality. We're going to retrain you how to watch wrestling. Everything doesn't need to be a high spot. Everything does. Hey, the first Starrcade, every match ended with a punch or a clothesline off the top rope or a suplex. And it was compelling stuff. Ric Flair won the title with a crossbody. When the last time you seen Ric Flair do a crossbody? Everything, because when you end every match with a top rope Frankensteiner, then the next guy feels like he has to come back and do something crazier. So we retraining you guys to watch wrestling the old school way, wrestling with reality. I could believe that if a 6'3" guy puts me in a chokehold, the truth of the matter is I'm probably going to pass out if I can't get out of it.
Yep.
I'm probably going to pass out. Me and Venkat used to wrestle. Like, we did backyard wrestling. I wrestled Venkat for the title. He beat me in like a minute because he was so much bigger than me at the time. So it was believable that somebody that big could hit me with a clothesline and then a power bomb and put me away. Reality. That's what it is, and that's what we do over here, wrestling with reality. Venkat, any sign-offs before we get out of here? Because the Miami Hurricane, I want to see the Hurricanes get throttled by the Gators. So,
no, I can't say that any better. You're right. This idea that you got to do Super Street Fighter 2 power moves to win a goddamn wrestling match is ridiculous. We need to get back to a more grounded, stable, realistic like wrestling. That's the stuff that really is more compelling than all this other stuff we've seen in recent years. It's just crazy. They're doing these moves that really should take out a cattle. They're doing it 2, 3, 4 times. It becomes a buffoonery circus, and it makes wrestling look bad. And it's hard to show a non-wrestling fan this kind of nonsense and don't see a person laugh or snicker at the fact that you're watching this. Your wrestling shouldn't make you feel bad for watching it. It should really be, don't insult our intelligence, obviously, but we don't need all this extra. And there's been a lot of extra in wrestling for the last few years. It needs to temper down a little bit and get back to basics.
See, look at that. And y'all always say me and them don't agree on anything. Well, I 100% agree on that because listen, man, you just had Swerve. You just had Swerve and Danielson, and everybody's going to say that was the greatest match they ever saw. I thought it was good because of what it was, just people going in there doing a bunch of foolishness. But let's be realistic here. He hit Danielson with every single finisher you could hit him with and still couldn't beat him. This guy is concussion prone, bad neck, bad arm, and you couldn't beat him with anything. And then I'm supposed to show this to somebody and they're supposed to be like, oh yeah, man, this is great. No, I'm going to show you Gunther and Randy Orton, 2 big guys going in there and beating the hell out of one another, and then one guy just had a little bit more gas left in the tank, and he just choked the other guy out. That's why you watch UFC. That's why UFC is so popular, because of the realistic things. I've told Venkat tons of times, I hate the fact that Cody has to beat you with three crossroads. That should only be saved for one guy when you tried to beat Roman. He just tried to hit 3 on Kevin Owens. Why?
Yeah.
So what? When you fight Bronson Reed, because they're heating Bronson Reed up like crazy, but which they should be because he's big and badass. Were you going to have to hit him with 6 of them? It's crazy. Establish a move as the finality, and that's it. Just be done with it. But, again, that's an old man rant. But we've been watching, people that's listening to us now, we've probably been watching wrestling longer than you guys been alive. So just think about it. I started watching wrestling when I was 5 years old. So that's 1985. When did you start, Venkat?
Around the same time, mid 80s.
So look at that. You're talking about almost 40 years. You're talking about almost 40 years of watching wrestling. So we've seen everything. So this
80 collective.
Yeah, that's crazy. 80 collective years of watching wrestling. This isn't two grumpy men like, oh man, we hate everything. No, because we're entertained by a lot. But when you see a match like what we just saw, Gunther and Randy Orton, and then there's no chicanery at the end. We got cold ones in the fridge. There's no chicanery in the end. That's a perfect wrestling match to me. That's a perfect wrestling. Like I love that. I love that because it's so realistic. It's so much reality, man. That's what we pride this show on, wrestling with reality. So there you have it. I know I closed out already, but let me close out again, man. So thank you to everybody that's watching live, all you guys that are going to watch later. You guys watching on Twitter, just tune in, subscribe to the channel over on YouTube, man. We got a ton of stuff. Like I said, we do have the Bret Hart show coming up for you. That will be September 12th. No, September 11th. Sorry. Yeah, so the Bret Hart show is September 11th. That will be Bret Hart's. We're going to cover Bret Hart's entire WCW run. I love when we do these. We did Sting's entire career retrospect. That took 3 episodes to do because it was so long. His career was just so spanned such a long time. So you can go back and check that out. We do a political show over here called Tape Fist Politics. See, everything we do over here has something to do with wrestling. Wrestling is life. Everything, hell, this political run now, this friggin' presidential run ain't nothing to do but wrestling. Everything is all wrestling in there.
Yeah, I mean, the way that Joe Biden dropped out because it was going to be Trump and Biden. Now you got Kamala. It's the same way how in WrestleMania 40, how you had it was going to be Roman and Rock, and then it became Cody and Roman because Rock had to drop out because of the response of the fans. The response to Joe Biden was bad, and they had to drop him out too. So there's a lot of parallels there.
I'm telling you, man, wrestling. You had to heat up a baby face. You had to get a baby face heated up to go take down the big bad guy. So, like I say, man, everything we do though is pretty much rooted, has some type of wrestling background. Just because that's why we even start doing this was to cover wrestling, and we just ended up going into every other damn thing under the sun. So we got something for everybody over here. But I am watching the Florida Gators versus the Hurricanes. Hopefully the Gators could win this game just because I hate the Hurricanes. I mean, as simple as that. And my Seminoles lost, so now I'm gonna be
that's why.
I'm gonna be grumpy old man, and hopefully I want the Hurricanes to lose so they could share in my disappointment. And that's just how it is.
That makes so much
sense. Tune into the show tomorrow. We'll be doing an NFL season preview tomorrow at 1:00. We'll be previewing the NFL season that starts next Sunday. So with all that being said, for MD, I know he had to fall off because he was doing things. For Venkat and myself, I am Mr. Straight Talk. We'll catch you on the other side.
Peace.
Peace.
And the bitch
Now the whole world can acknowledge me.
You'll get the shit. You'll be knee deep